Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is take number 4. I think it's take number 4. I keep making these mistakes, but maybe there'll be bloopers. Probably not. It's a lot of work. Anyway, guys, I'm glad to see you, and I am so happy that you go to TIS, All right, stop that, and let's talk about assignments. In the last lesson, I didn't talk about assignments. You always have 2 days to complete the assignments. If your day is Monday, right? Your day is Music Monday, 4th grade and 1st grade. So every lesson that I give you on Monday will have some assignments. You have until Wednesday afternoon, Tashkent time. You guys that are in North America, you have even longer because you're hours and hours behind us. All right? So 4:30 on Wednesday. Now, today you have 2 lessons. They're very, very short. 10 minutes and 10 minutes. Together, 20. One of them, I want you to write some music. And the music that you turn in, you're going to actually have to do it on paper. Okay? Take a picture of it, the 4 measures. I'm going to show you all of this. And then you just send it to Seesaw. The other assignment is another very simple Chrome Music Lab assignment. You know how to do that. Post that to Seesaw. You can even email me, okay? So one's online and one's on paper. Just remember, you have until Wednesday. And this week, it's super easy. You're going to love this lesson. All right, so I brought Ricky Recorder. And the recorder part of this lesson, you don't have to do. But I wrote a brand new song for you for TIS. And there's a level 1 and then a level 2 song, part to it. And I'm going to play both. These are the notes that you need to know for part 1. You need to know G, remember this, A, remember these notes, B, you need to know C, remember C is second finger and thumb, and then D is, high D is just your second finger. You also need to know F sharp, which is G, right? Plus your 2 middle fingers at the bottom, your second finger and your third finger. Your first finger and your 4th finger are in the air. This is F sharp. You need to know that. Okay, also when you're playing this part 1, you need to keep the notes short. How do we do that? Do we go like this? Hup, hup. That's blowing with your lungs. No, I know a simpler way, easier way. Just say the letter D. I mean, don't say it, but tongue it. Like this. Your tongue touches the top of your mouth, and then it stops the air and makes the note short, very short. Your tongue touches the top, touches the top. That's the first 2 lines. Very, very simple. Here's the next part. That's part 2. Then guess what you do? Let me see, what do you do? Oh, you do part 2 again. High D. That's the whole song. Then you do it again. So the song is just, I think it's just piano. And then after we do the whole song again, we go back to the beginning. Then a whole bunch of instruments jump in. Bass guitar, the drums, these other instruments. There's going to be some you hear some voices. If you listen closely, you hear voices. So we just do the whole song again. Okay? All right, let's do it. high D and the C. Did you see how the instruments came in when we played the song over again? That's part of the song. The name of the song, by the way, is called Funny. That's the name of the song, Funny. Okay, for those of you that want to try part 2, it's very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. And these are the notes you need to know. You need to know D, low D. You need to know F sharp. You need to know G, A, B, C, and high D. Okay, high D. That just has the second finger. So those are the notes. The addition of low D is the hard part. Okay, let's do it again. Added the high G, but you can just play the normal G at the end, okay? That's Ricky Recorder and a brand new song called Funny. Okay, let's move on. Guys, I have here a new song. It's actually not a new song. This is a very old song, but it's new to us. It's a brand new song, but it's new to us. You'll see in your Seesaw assignment, your page there, you'll see a page that I took a picture of, which is this page here from this very old book, World of Music book. This song comes from the Czech Republic. It's a song every Czech boy and girl knows, and it's very close to their heart if you're from the Czech Republic. As you can see, this Czech design, and it has 3 verses. I'll attempt to sing it. I taught this song about 8 years ago, so I'm bringing it back. So it's a little bit new to me too. I'm going to get the song ready, and we're going to do this with approved music. And ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? Ooh, that's pretty. All right, this song is smooth style. We just heard Ricky Recorder in short style. That's staccato. This one is legato, smooth, like water. As a matter of fact, the name of the song is Waters Ripple and Flow. You are going to have a picture of this with the words in your Seesaw. Okay? So I'm just going to read from that same page that you have. Okay? And let's see what it sounds like. I'll do my best. Waters ripple and flow, rushing swiftly from me, cross the land I love, running onto the sea, cross the land I love, running onto the sea. Faith as strong as a river. This is the guys. Strong as wide as the sea. for the land I love, for the right to be free, for the land I love, for the right to be free. Now this is everyone put together, okay? River swiftly flowing, aid my yearning heart. Someday I'll return, never to depart. Someday I'll return, never to depart. Boy, that's a beautiful song. I wish I could be one of those wonderful opera singers and sing that song, right? Yeah, but I'm not an opera singer, but I do my best. Can you do your best on that song too? So that's not actually part of your assignment, but I do want you to try to sing the songs that I give you so that you learn the techniques of smooth, short, loud, soft, jumping from this note to the another note. It's very, very, very important for your development, okay? So if I give you a song, I'm going to be sending the music to you and I'm going to be sending the words. Could you please practice it for me? If you just do it one time a day, that means 5 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because you're not turning it in, are you? You're not turning it in on Wednesday. So do it once every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just sing it one time. There's a reason for that. Okay, boys and girls, another thing that I gave you that I'm putting on your Seesaw assignment is this page right here. All right, so we've got to get to the point where we're reading music and feeling comfortable reading the music. Can you see that? Can everyone see that? Is the camera focusing? I don't know. All right, so the beginning part of this, line 1, this is real, what we call manuscript paper. And I have given you a link on your Seesaw. I've given you a link to actually getting your own blank manuscript. If you have a printer at home, I don't know if you all have a printer, but if you have a printer at home, you can print it out. If you don't have a printer, there's a workaround. There's a hack. I'll show you that hack too, okay? At the top, I have how to make a treble clef. There are really only 5 steps. Let's look at them. First, a line down. I think I showed you this in class, actually. A line starting above the 5 lines and ending below the 5 lines. That's step 1. Then from the top of the line, you curve it to the second to top line. Then you curve it around to the bottom. Then you curve it around to the middle line and then curl around the second line. That's a treble clef. That's how you make a treble clef. You need to know that. Second thing that you need to know, guys, is about meter. Meter. You see that 4 and then the upside down, the quarter note. You see the meter. I'm talking about right here. Right here. You see the meter? That means how many beats are in each measure. A measure is these boxes. A box that we put our notes in. That's a measure. This line has 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see line 2? It has 4 measures. Okay. How many beats go on each measure? 4. And they all look like quarter notes, or they equal a quarter note, or they all equal 1 beat. So that you need to know. Did you notice that over here, there's some repeat signs? It's 2 lines down, and then 2 dots. Boop. Those are repeat signs. Repeat signs. I like that sound. This page also reminds you of the names of the lines and spaces. Eat garbage, but don't faint. Every good boy deserves fudge. Even great big ducks fly. Remember, you start at the bottom and you use E, G, B, D, F. Even great big. even, great, big, ducks, fly. And for the spaces, what do we use? Just spell the word face and start at the bottom. F-A-C-E. Does everyone remember that? Do you guys remember that? Okay, the lines and spaces, we call those. All right, so this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to get manuscript paper like this, and I would like you to write notes in 4 different measures. I made 4 measures right here. Here's measure 1, it's long. Here's measure 2, it's long. Here's measure 3, here's measure 4. And all you have to do is write 4 beats in each measure. 4 beats in each measure. Now, you know how we write rhythms? We wrote them all just in one box. Well, guess what? Now you're allowed to write rhythms on lines and spaces. Now you can do your rhythms on lines and spaces. You can use these lines and spaces and write a rhythm at the same time. You can use these rhythms here, down here, rhythm notes. You have 8 notes. Wait a minute, how many beats does an 8 note get? What's next to the 8 notes? Oh, it gets 1 beat. What about the quarter note? How many beats does the quarter note get? Ah, 1 beat. What about 16th notes? Californias. How many beats do those get? 1 beat? Huh. And how many beats does the rest get? 1 beat. Oh, wait a minute. So if I put 3 quarter notes and a rest in a measure, in a box, how many beats is that in that box? 4. They're all 1 beat. If I put 4 16th notes of these, 4 groups of these, 4 of them, it's still only 4 beats. 4, then another 4, then another 4, then another 4, and all 16 notes, guess what? It's still only 4 beats. So yeah, you can do that. If I put 8 notes, and then I put a quarter, then I put 16 notes, and then I put a rest, how many beats is that? Only 4. And make sure that they're on different lines and spaces. Because as soon as you put them on a line and a space, now they take the name of that line and the name of that space. And some notes are higher and some notes are lower. Okay, let's go to the board. I'm going to get the camera. Okay, let's go to the board. Okay, guys, look. As soon as you put a note on this line, it turns into an E. As soon as you put a quarter note on this middle line, it turns into a B. As soon as you put 16th notes on this top line, they turn into 4 Fs. 4 California Fs. As soon as you put them on this space, they turn into C. As soon as you put them on, let's say you put a quarter note here, or maybe 8 notes, those 8 notes are now F. If you put 1 quarter note here up on this space, it turns into an E. So what you're doing is you're taking these and you're putting them on these lines and spaces. Okay? Now, let's look at my paper. I know this is messy. Here's the workaround if you don't have manuscript paper. Make your own. Make your own manuscript paper. Look, I did measure 1, measure 2, measure 3, and here's measure 4. I'm done with the assignment because each box, each measure has 4 beats in it. This is 1 beat, this is 2 beat, this is 1 beat, this is 1 beat, and this is 1 beat. That's 4. Does this one have 4 beats in it? Let's see. 16 notes, that's 1 beat. 2 8 notes, that's 1 beat. Yeah. Quarter notes, 1 beat. And 2 more 8. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 beats. What about this one? Quarter note, yeah. Beat, yeah. Beat, yeah. Beat, yeah. 4 beats. What about this one? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Number 4. Wait a minute, the notes look the same. Are the notes the same? Yes, they are. They're on the same lines. Number 4 and number 1 are the same. Look. Bottom line E, bottom line E. Top space E, 8 notes. A rest is just in the middle. It doesn't have to be on a line or space. And then we have a quarter note B, quarter note B. What? So that's what I want you to do with your song. I drew my 5 lines. Did you see that? I drew another 5 lines. That's another measure, and another measure. So boys and girls, can you do that? Take a blank sheet of paper. If you don't have manuscript music paper, make your own. Make 4 boxes with your 5 lines. That's 4 measures. Measure 1 should be the same as measure 4. Okay? And then you can put them on different lines at different spaces. Now remember, make sure in measure 1, the lines and spaces are the same as measure 4. Okay? And if you put your name, you don't have to put your name on top because I'll see it on Seesaw. Does everyone know what they need to do? You need 4 measures. 4 measures, and in each measure, you need to have 4 beats. So this one right here, this quarter note does not count because that's part of the meter. That's telling you how many beats need to be in the measure. So that quarter note does not count. But these black ones do. So here we are, 1. Okay, that's 1 beat, that's 1 beat. So they all have 4 beats. This assignment is perfect because 1 and 4 are the same. Measure 1 and measure 4 are the same. Very good. 2 and 3, I don't care about. As long as they have 4 beats in there, the notes are on different lines, and spaces, and they have 4 beats. Every measure needs to have 4 beats. Okay, so let's look at that again. Let me see, what am I looking for? What paper am I looking for? Yeah, I did that. Oh, I know what I need. Here. Okay, quarter notes get 1 beat. 8 notes get 1 beat. A rest, quarter note rest gets 1 beat. And 16th notes get 1 beat. And that's all I want you to use for this assignment. Those 4 different types of rhythm notes. That's it. Do not use any half notes or whole notes. Just use quarter notes, the rest, the 8th notes, and 16th notes. Does everyone understand? I was going to write them out, but I don't think I need to do that. I think you guys are super, super smart. You'll get this. I wrote out, I made my 4. Once again, I made these. You can make yours too. If you want to do it on big sheets like this and just make 1 measure per sheet, like this, you can. That's okay. Just take a picture of it and send it to me on Seesaw, okay? Now, let's get to that last bit, the last assignment, and we'll be done. Okay. I think that's going to stay. Don't move, camera. Don't move. All right. Now, you know what's in my head? It's that silly funny song, Da, 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 da. It keeps bouncing around in my head. Okay, so I want everyone to go to Chrome Music Lab again. And I want to explain something to you. I made my own Chrome Music Lab page. Boom! All right. So you know how SongMaker, go to SongMaker. Everyone go to SongMaker. This is your assignment, your second part of your assignment. Now down at the bottom we have the drum parts, right? The triangles and the circles. You can make your drum part, okay? Make a pattern down here, a pattern. This is important for the lesson. It must have a pattern for the drum. Not just wherever you want, but it must repeat so I can hear it. Now, if you look closely at the little boxes, you'll see they're organized. There's a line that goes, a darker line that goes across the middle like this, middle range. All right, and there's boxes up here and boxes up here and boxes down here. If you are writing music, when you are writing music, I should say when, not if. This top part is the part that people are going to be singing. And this is, up and down lines. This makes a line that jags up and down like this, like a shape, like hills. You can do that. That is called a melody. That too must have a pattern. I just filled in dots, boxes, little boxes I imagine up here. Now down at the bottom, I want you to make another line of notes that go up and down and have spaces. That's called a harmony or bass part. Treble part, bass part. Harmony, melody. Could you do that for me? for music, Crow Music Lab. Could you do that for me? Make a melody and make a harmony. These are the lower notes. These are the higher notes. This is the part that people are going to sing, and this is the part that people are going to feel supported by when they sing this. This is melody. This is harmony. And boys and girls, I'm not asking you to make a picture with the song maker. I just want 2 simple lines of music like this. Don't copy mine. Make your own. But 1 line above this middle line, melody, and 1 below, harmony. Can we all do that? I can't wait to hear it. And make sure, guys, there's a pattern down here with the drums. Now, let's talk about settings. You can go down to the bottom, that part, it's called settings, and you can make the song longer, 4 times as long. Or you can make the song shorter. You can make the song using only high notes and low notes. You know, it's very, very interesting. You can experiment with that. But only turn in this assignment the normal way, so you don't have to go into settings yet. Before you go into settings, do this assignment. Then, if you want to experiment, go into settings and change everything. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. Did I give you too much? So what do we have to do? Let's go over that. Let's go over that one more time. Remember, I'm giving you a way of copying, getting your own manuscript paper, and you just print it out if you have a printer. But if you don't have a printer, make your own. Here's your 4. This is 5 lines, 5 lines, 5 lines, 5 lines. These are your 4 measures. Measure 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then what do? You put the notes in on lower notes, use the different lines and spaces. Make sure they have all 4 beats. How many beats does the quarter note get? How many beats do 2 8 notes get? How many beats does the rest get? What about 16th notes? How many of these little notes, these 4 little notes, how many beats get? 4 beats in each measure. How do we know that? Because it says here in a meter. 4 over the quarter note means 4 beats. How do we know that? Because it says 4 over the quarter notes, 4 beats. 4 beats in each measure. And I made my own measures. You can too. Thank you, boys and girls. Man, do I miss you guys. I wish you were sitting right here, so you could ask me questions. If you have any questions, please email me, please. And then I try to, as fast as I can, to respond. I really do. I try. Okay, guys. I'll see you later.